Can someone tell me why it's always a woman who feels the need to completely roast me regarding my gray hair? I'll get into that in just a second, but if you're new to my channel, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you are a return subscriber, you know I always tell you how much I value you guys. I appreciate your support on this page. It has been an amazing journey here with you. Before I get started about the woman who roasted me on YouTube here the other day, I wanted to share a little bit of a success. So I actually got my first paycheck on YouTube the other day. And so I know a few of you guys have your own channels. So I wanted to tell you, so it basically took 3 months of my videos and the payout was $100. So it's not a lot. It's a lot of work to get on here and to get monetized and to get paid. But for me, it's all about milestones. I think I've shared that with you. So when I reached my first 1,000 subscribers, I felt like that was so exciting to me. And now to receive a paycheck for something I love doing anyways seems just really awesome. And so, but I couldn't have done it without you guys. You guys are constantly checking out my videos. You guys are watching them. You guys are commenting. The comments are huge, guys. Anytime you leave me even a little comment, it helps the algorithm to push the videos out. So I really appreciate it. Okay, now to talk about the comment at hand. So I'll just take a screenshot of this. This is the video that I posted on here yesterday. So I created it over on my TikTok. I shared it over on YouTube. And boy, did I get roasted on there. And I want to tell you a little bit about what this lady said about me. And then I want to talk about my mindset regarding what I do when people are like that. Because the reality is, when you are a woman who've chosen to go gray, you will get some lovely compliments and people that are supportive. And I hope that is the only experience you get. But generally, if you're anywhere on social media, there does seem to be some trolls that will come out and they try to get really mean. And I mean, literally, this lady is so mean to me. But, you know, and I'm going to tell you how I reframe it and I don't let it get to me. So anyways, if you want to check out the comments, and I highly recommend that you do, there's the video. It is on here. Just go to my homepage and then go to the shorts. And it's the one that looks like that. So anyways, okay. So, let's get started. So the other day I posted that video and I get this comment from this lady, and basically she is accusing me of knowing. It's so funny. It's so funny. These are comments. Basically my take on it is she's accusing me of knowing how rare and lucky I am to have the hair that I have. And that basically she thinks I know it. So I know it. So I go on here and I'm endorsing gray hair, knowing that not every woman is going to get the same hair as I do. And I'm like, well, okay. I mean, of course, we all have different gray hair. And so then she says that it is a flex move and it's low-key obnoxious that I'm out there giving this message. And I think what she's saying, because I know that I have nice white hair, my hair is not wiry and all this stuff. And so I said, oh gosh, like my motivation is not to be low-key obnoxious. My motivation is to be supportive. And she, oh God, she's so good at twisting my words too. She says that I think I'm better than everybody else. She goes on to say that I'm condescending, I'm selfish, I'm shallow, that I want everybody to worship me, that I have the mindset of like, look at me, look what I've done. I've cracked the code on going gray. And boy, does she get mad. And so I want to tell you the very first thing. Well, first of all, generally, I do not engage in these kind of comments. Full disclosure, I may have had 2 glasses of red wine and that makes me a little feisty. So I did engage. But the first reason that I engaged is because I was actually just trying to like explain to her, oh gosh, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm actually just trying to be supportive. But then it just goes off on this whole other tangent. So anyway, so what I did, so the very first thing I did with the low-key obnoxious, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna reframe this and I'm gonna basically make fun of myself and say, I'm not low-key obnoxious, I am full-on high-key obnoxious. And so then I made another short, here it is, you can go check that one out. And that was how I didn't let it get to me, and I just thought, okay, that's inspiration for content. Same as this video. I'm using what happened to me now, and I'm coming on here and making a video, and I'm talking about it. So that's a way that I've used something that could be negative, and I'm sharing it here with you. I want to share my experience with you guys so that I can normalize it. I'm not giving a bully power and getting in my head thinking that you guys really think all those things about me. I'm sure, I mean, not everybody's going to love you, not everybody's going to like your message, and not everybody's going to support you. I know that. And then I also thought, you know what, maybe, hopefully not to this extent, but you all maybe maybe have experienced somebody being a little bit negative to you about your gray hair. And I really want you to know that you can just basically slough it off. I did engage in this, and I don't always do that. You'll see my back and forth. And actually there was a couple of people who even came to my defense, and she goes off on them as well. Or she's really combative. I think she's really just wanting a fight. And then I thought to myself about that is, I bet you that she is a very lonely person. Imagine just sitting on your social media looking for someone to provoke. I absolutely engaged with her a little bit, and then I just, whatever, it ended up fizzling out. But there are so many people like that out there in life, and it really bothers me when it's a woman. That's why I actually said something. If a man tells me that I look old or whatever, it really doesn't bother me. But we're of this generation. We are pro women supporting women, and just like humanity, we should be supporting each other. And I feel like, do not people know the horrible things that have happened to young people on their social media? I have heard of cyberbullying that has resulted in young people taking their lives on social media. So to me, your words are so powerful. And when you choose to show up and be very mean and negative to someone, you don't know what's going on in that person's life. So you don't know if I have good coping skills, and you don't know if that's going to be something that affects me and takes me aback and impacts my ability to come back on here. And so I actually started getting really annoyed when I thought about it on reflection, that someone could be that mean. And I do have the power of deciding who's in my world and who's in my inner circle. And I don't know if you guys know who Brene Brennan is. I think I said that right. She often talks about choosing who are the people, like who you give your front row seats in life. And when you're on social media, you really do let a lot of people come up and have the ability to comment on, your journey or what you're doing in your life. And so you have to be able to put that in a good context. So when you're going, gray, boldly, whether it be at work or with your family, you have to be prepared that not everybody is going to be nice. And I also think, don't waste any time trying to figure out too much why those people are like that, because it is definitely a them problem. There is something I said that triggered this woman. There was something about my gray hair that got her very defensive. And it blows my mind that gray hair can evoke such negative emotions in people. But what I really think it is, and this is my takeaway for you guys as well, if you feel this, I really think it's not the gray hair. It's someone seeing you confident, bold, just saying something so strongly and passionately. It's that is throwing them off their game. So if you used to be a little bit quieter, or if their negative comments used to be able to throw you off your game, they like that version of you. They like being able to have that impact on you. Once you go gray, I feel like I have shed the weight of the opinions of others. It doesn't bother me anymore. And so some people are not going to like that new, more confident, more bolder you. And they're going to try extra hard to knock you down a little bit. And I think that's what this woman was doing. And so there's something about a confident woman, a bold woman, and it likely is that she is not those things. And so she probably wants to be those things. And, I hope one day she is able to be those things, because, if she is out there knocking people down on their social media, it's not bringing positivity to people. And I think, gosh, the world needs so much more of that. So anyways, I don't know, you can read it, and you know what, I feel like I probably should have just ignored her, and I didn't. So that's on me, but I used it to create content. So that's my one. I used it to come on here to let you guys know, don't let people get to you. I've used it to kind of reframe things in my own head about why that is happening. And then reminding myself, Amanda, don't get into it again. You're only human. That's the other thing. You can be confident, you can be bold, you're a social media influencer, whatever you are. Eventually, sometimes you do crack a little bit and go, what? And look, why is that person like that? And I think for me, besides the wine, I think for me is that it was a woman. And I have been so many women have just encircled my life regarding this gray hair growth, and I have so many positive ladies in my life. So that one person to come out, and for it to be a woman who feels the need to knock me down so much and try to make it so personal, I think I'm just not used to that. And yeah, I kind of had a weak moment and I gauged in it, but I think I'm turning around to be a positive, but I would love to know your thoughts on it. Please don't bash this lady. Let's ignore her. Let's have the conversation back on this video about her. Not about her, but the comments, and maybe just generally about people like that and why you think people do that. I don't want her to, at the same time, I don't want to do reverse bullying where we're all attacking her for being so rude, because the two wrongs definitely don't make a right. But I'm so curious what you guys think. And when you guys saw, some of you have already commented on me being called low-key obnoxious. But yeah, anyways, that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you. But before I go, it is days before Christmas, and I know I'm not going to be on here posting again, probably till after Christmas. So I'm wishing you guys all, actually, I'm just going to wish you a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I don't get offended easy at my work. We're all about just saying happy holidays, but I think we should all be able to celebrate whatever holidays and seasons and whatever, you like, in a respectful manner. So anyways, have a wonderful Christmas, guys. Have a wonderful holiday season. Enjoy your family. I'm going to put my phone down a little bit more, and just try to be a little bit present. I have one daughter coming back from Toronto, which I'm excited about. She's going to stay with me for a bit. And so we host on Christmas Eve, my husband's families, and then my kids that can make it come. And then Christmas Day, we actually do nothing. And then Boxing Day, I have my family. And that's the ones that my kids go to. So it's great. And I get both of my grandbabies on Christmas Eve. I've got the matching pajamas, so I will share that picture with you. And I actually bought pajama bottoms for myself that is the same. So I'm excited to do that. So anyways, I know that the holidays is not always easy for people. And I have a couple things that go on in my world that make it a little bit tough as well. But I just choosing happiness, choosing to have fun, and to make the best of my holiday season. And I hope that you can do that too. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. You guys rock.